Hello! This is the vlog.
We have had a week, and so we didn't really have time to do a very fancy vlog because we could not leave our house.
Yeah,
Why can't we leave our house?
Well, you see, friends have kids, and
Kids have snot and are little vectors of diseases and go to school and brought home COVID.
Yeah. So we last weekend it was the vlog with my grandfather.
Yes.
But
you had that in like reserve, and you kind of edited that and posted it because we couldn't go anywhere last week. This week we're like, what else can we do? We can't go anywhere still.
Yeah. So for the last week and a half or so, we've been home. This is Saturday. We're filming this on Friday, but Saturday you're watching this is the end of like the 10-day window, and we're feeling so much better.
But last week was a mess. And even the beginning of this week was a mess.
Yeah, so we thought we'd sit down and chat with you about why there's no super highly creative vlog. We have some ideas coming down the road for some cool vlogs. And also just share with you our experience with, the poison that's shutting down the world. The infection, the zombie apocalypse, something like that, right?
I came down with it a little bit worse than you, and I came down a day or so before you started feeling rough.
Yeah, you actually tested because you were feeling off kilter and you didn't want to go out if you were feeling sick.
I was exhausted, I was hot and cold, and I was achy, and started to get a cough and have trouble breathing, and all of that really combines to equal a glorious picture. Yeah. And I tested, and you were actually on a call that day, and I texted you, and I'm like, we have a situation going on. And you come upstairs, and I'm like, guess what? Yeah.
Which I found to be hilarious, because the result of that
we had so much plans that week and the next week.
So we had 3 people coming in that weekend, which we canceled the trip with, so hopefully we're going to delay that. We had a trip down to see my grandparents, a trip down to see Table Knots. All of that got delayed. Grandparents actually are back on lockdown, but they made that call before we had COVID, and it was the right call because, now they're safe, and we didn't
affect them.
We didn't go down and visit them. But yeah, it really put the brakes on for a solid week and canceled like 7 things.
Yeah. You got more tired, and I was just sick, like in bed for 3 to 4 days straight, watching TV. I did get caught up on a lot of TV shows. I was watching Game of Thrones and Mutants and X-Men and lots of stuff.
You had much more of flu-like symptoms, I would say. I've never had the flu, so I'm not sure what the flu feels like.
It's miserable.
For you, it was like 2 days or 3 days where you were just kind of shut down in bed. Yeah. You'd get up, you'd do some work, you'd get some energy every now and then. She built this couch while feeling like crap, but you have asthma. Yeah,
and so the COVID actually exacerbated my asthma, so I would get bursts of energy in 1 hour time periods. I'd come down, I'd do a boatload of dishes, and then I'd go back up and lay in bed for the next 4 hours and take a nap. I was taking between 1 to 3 naps a day, and then not sleeping well at night, because when you sleep that much, you're just not tired at night.
And then getting much more irritated with me because she couldn't see anyone else other than me, and
and you were staying away.
I was staying
the first day because you tested negative. The first time.
Yeah, I tested negative, so that made our house became divided. I stuck her up in the office. I basically stayed in the basement or the living room and just avoided her. But by that point, we'd been around each other enough that we thought it would probably sneak over to me. Yeah. Ended up doing it. So about 2 days after you shut down, I just felt myself getting more tired.
He went to bed at 5 in the afternoon, and he didn't wake up till 2 in the morning.
Yeah, so a bit more lethargic. I've been tracking I have an app tracker that tracks my hours worked every day, and I've been doing that week. And you can see where I'm working 13-hour days, 13-hour days, 12-hour days with 30 minutes of wasted time across the whole day. And then it's Wednesday, I waste an hour. Thursday, I waste 2.5 hours. Friday, I waste all the time. Yeah. My productivity drops to 5 hours a day.
Yeah, you were so tired. And then it took a while for us to get back our energy. Even filming was hard. We would both have a residual cough or tickle in the back of our throat. And we'd have to pause videos 3 or 4 times and make strategic cuts because we were just coughing.
Yeah, it's the biggest thing for me, the biggest takeaway for me, the day of exhaustion and then 2 days of body aches was annoying. Like, but I didn't feel sick. I felt sore, or I felt groggy. The biggest thing, it's different though from being, and then I had like 2 days of like runny, stuffy, coldy nose.
Yeah.
And that felt sick. And then, but then extending beyond that, it was the prolonged like 5 or 6 days of being worn. Just your brain not being there. Like when we were trying to film some stuff, and we were like, our dynamic was off. Bouncing back and forth. We're not jumping. We're not catching sentences.
Yeah, we were slow. I mean, we were muted almost in a sense. Yeah. It was not fun. Should we talk about plans coming up? What type of vlog ideas? Because they don't want to hear us just moan and groan about.
No, I just thought I'd update people, and I thought like part of the vlogs is the look behind the curtain, and this week. And we need to decide, like, where the balance point is between a camera in our hand every day. Like, did you want to see Shira moaning on the couch? I don't think so.
No.
But us sitting down and saying, like, hey, this was our week. This is, like, what we went through, and sharing that with you is part of the puzzle.
One thing we did manage to get done this week, if you look behind us, we built 2 5x5 Calyx
Don't look
shelves.
too much, because we have a vlog planned in the future where this is going to be our permanent displayed collection. And so we have a couch now.
We got our living room set up, basically. We have a couch, we have a table. This is Jesse's table.
My grandpa made this. Look how fancy it is.
Don't put it on my feet. It's a solid wood table that is gorgeous. And I have ordered a piece of glass for it. Because
just to protect it.
He's very protective over it. And I want to be able to put my feet on top of it. And I want to put a cup on top of it. He ordered some coasters as well. We also have a little chaise thing over there. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
We have a fire grate that has a peacock on it, a rainbow peacock, because I love color. I love pizzazz. And if you notice the color scheme, we have a navy couch and yellow pillows. The colors for Quackalope.
I forgot you had glasses on. I was like, I'm not used to you wearing them.
Yeah, I got my glasses delivered this week. I'm sure you've noticed. Like, I've started wearing glasses in some videos because I need them.
So one of the vlogs we have probably coming up next week is just going to be a display or a walkthrough of our entire official collection.
Yeah.
Shelf for Sale episodes are going to probably transition from 5 to 5 to what we're keeping, what's going. Like just every week.
Yeah, if we've made a decision that week.
If nothing leaves that week, then nothing leaves that week.
Yep.
And if nothing comes that week, we'll figure out a balance. But
that rarely happens. We constantly have boxes getting coming.
We've gone through on Shelf for Sale though probably a couple hundred games.
Yeah.
And so the remaining ones are
a couple hundred. We did the recap at 100. We're probably at like 140 right now.
I think it's a little bit higher than that. I think it's a touch higher than that, but we also have a lot of things that we need to play.
Yeah, we have to play games.
So that's part of the puzzle. So our entire collection is one of the ideas. Another one of the ideas is something that we actually started figuring out this last week. We enjoy solo games. And
we're going to be doing some gaming competitions.
We're moderately competitive. So
moderately, we are above
So Shira has already started. You kind of kick this off. It'll be a cute vlog in the future. But I taught her how to play Rolling Heights.
Rolling Realms.
Rolling Realms. You took that information, played the solo mode, and then left it set up as a challenge to me.
Yep.
And so now we're just going back and forth, learning a solo game, and establishing a puzzle just somewhere around the house, leaving it displayed with our score written on the side as a challenge to the other person. So that's been a fun little venture in, and so far I'm beating her.
No, you're not.
What are you talking about?
No, you're not.
I have destroyed every score.
You barely know how to play Rolling Realms. You get like no score.
Great. I've beaten her in every game we've played. Just universally, not
another vlog that I'm really excited to do is I want to go up to the biggest Walmart in the United States and see what their gaming selection
based off the series that we've done.
Yeah, we did Barnes and Nobles.
I did Target myself. You did Barnes and Nobles, and the largest Walmart in the world
is up in New York. It's about a 7-hour drive, and so another thing that's happened this week is we have been pummeled with snow. We have about 1.5 feet of snow outside.
And more this weekend.
Jesse has not driven anywhere besides the fact that he can't leave for COVID, he's just, Betsy can't leave.
Well, she could.
No, she cannot make it out the driveway. I got stuck. You missed this. I was coming home today after running some errands, and I got stuck coming up the driveway. My wheels were turning. I was like, oh no, am I going to have to call Jessie to help push me up the driveway?
Here's the thing about Betsy.
She has about a foot of snow on top of her right now.
She's never failed me before. Whether or not I drive her in hazardous conditions is not the question. The answer to the question is she's never failed me.
I would love to see you take her next week down to Kentucky.
We'll see. There's a chance next week. Like I said, at the time you're watching this, we're past the curve, and so we're able to start re-exploring the world again.
We have no symptoms at this point, and CDC has new recommendations. So
and so we are going to potentially. I think next weekend we actually have a Patreon supporter coming in to visit us.
Okay.
Which is fantastic, Dennis. I'm looking forward to hanging out with you.
The week after, I think, is break week, and then I think possibly the week after that, we're driving down to Florida. I have a nephew who has a bar mitzvah coming up, and so we're going to take the opportunity to drive down there. We are going to, in case you watched our Florida vlog, there was one game store that we didn't realize. We are going back to Tate's and see what their game selection is, and hopefully head up one or two cities along the way and kind of showcase the gaming stores in that city. Yeah. Maybe do a hike. My
grandparents are going to stay on lockdown for probably another 3 months or so. We'll wave as we pass them by. Might drop Ash off there.
We might drop Ash off, and we have to pick up some Kingdom Death stuff that is still at your parents'.
And so there's things we have to do, but yeah, we're hopefully this next week going to be hitting the road a little bit more. Whether or not I make a sprint down to Kentucky this next week is going to depend on weather, and it's going to depend on really availability. Like I want to go down and film. The big project that I was trying to work on is Tidal Blades 2, which I'm loving, and I wanted to film with a variety of different content creators. Well, there's not a lot of us that exist, and everyone that does exist is kind of dispersed around. So,
it's hard to get to
so Jeremy Howard should still be coming back up. I'm hoping I can get him. Max from Table Knots, I want to go down and collaborate with them. He wasn't able to come up. And then Professor Meg, I believe she's working on buying herself a car now. And if she gets a car, I believe she's going to come visit us here.
Cool.
So
that'd be fun.
Shifting plans a bit, but she's super excited to hang out with you and play some games. So
that would be fun.
We'll see what's possible.
Another random tidbit.
Okay, great. Is more random tidbits.
Random tidbit. We have a window now that our dog can see out
window.
of.
Oh, that's true.
And she now likes to growl at every passing person.
The couch has raised the dog to the height of visibility, and now she, for some reason, thinks the street, the neighbors' houses, the block
everything
all
is hers.
Of her property to defend.
Yeah, and so as we like, that's what she keeps growling at. She's sitting next to us and keeps looking outside at something driving by, and she's like, "That person! Oh no, the mailman!" She hates the mail slot.
She really does.
We have a mail slot that it makes.
Sometimes when I leave the house, I'll just do it. I'll go click click just to hear inside the house her to go. Yeah.
And then other times she just lays down like a little docile thing. This couch has static electricity. Have you noticed her hair? It's like
I have it floats up. People can't see her though. You realize you gotta pull her back on.
Hi.
Yeah, she gets all staticky and everything. This is Ash, by the way. If you haven't.
They should know that by now.
So that's the vlog this week. The great sickness, the plague that has descended upon our household,
and kind of our plans for the next few weeks.
And we're doing well. We appreciate kind of all the love and support. We updated our Patreon when we got sick, just to let them know that some plans were changing and we'd be gone for a bit. So we appreciate the support, and we know everyone's experience with this thing is different. Like it's not something to take lightly by any means. So make sure that wherever you live and whatever state your family is in, you take every action you can to protect the people around you and the people that you care about, because. Well, I think we had probably some pretty good, mild experiences with it. It was a butt kicker.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. I'd prefer not to get it again.
And with that,
we'll
see you next week.
Let us know what vlog you want to see next week. You want the couples competition? You want to see our personal collection? You want me to run naked through the snow? There's a lot of options.
That would be amusing.
I'm not going to do that.